normally don't run GoToMeeting and YouTube on the same computer. But I got to figure out why my camera's not turning on this other laptop. Well, they're both running. Seems okay. But let me go on. First of all, note well that the stated scope of the definition is limited, i.e., Chapter 176 of Title 28, Fair Debt Collection Procedures. Overlooking the limited scope of such definition, it is used at large that created the Union Pacific Railroad Company, for example. Secondly, from the evidence of, it should be already clear that the United States federal government is not now and nor has ever been a federal corporation. The statute at 28 USC 3000 the term United States to embrace all nations because the United States was not an existing corporation when Congress enacted Section 3000 because it is the central to the entire purpose of the Constitution. Therefore, legislators' attempt to redefine United States at Section 3002 is necessarily unconstitutional because it violates the insular prohibition. Fourthly, Section 3002 also exhibits two suitable tautologies which render it null and void for vagueness. Here they are in case you missed them. United States means an agency, department, commission, board, or other entity of the United States, or United States means an instrumentality of the United States. So which one is it? All of them? How could they have a corporation called United States was never created? It's all smoke and mirrors. Ain't that interesting? It is a fundamental violation of proper English grammar to use the term be the tautolage. Now that's a whole fucking word I ain't never used. So let's look up tautologies. Tautologies. Can't even say that shit because I'm not used to that word. Tautologies definition, tautology. The saying or the same thing twice in different words, generally considered to be a fault of style. A phrase or expression in which the same thing is said twice in different words. So they've been reiterating. The term United States here also embraces any instrumentality of government. At the very least, the minor change eliminates the tautology and removes the vagueness. Nevertheless, such an attempt to redefine the term United States still violates the Eisner prohibition. They said the nerve, LOL. Facts. For a newspaper level press release, which further explores some of the many legal ramifications of these widespread errors, please see the internet. So, nowhere is there any enacting law for the corporation of the United States. Nowhere is there a Articles of Incorporation for United States. Look at everything they had to do to create United States of America. Don't they have the Articles of Association? Then they have the Constitution. All of that to create a trust, right? Now, if we go to GA Constitution, hold on one second. I can show you that when a constitution, they created the trust. But y'all say we are in a federal corporation, and it's not true. None of the paperwork. There is no paperwork for it. That's how bad they've miseducated y'all and led y'all astray that y'all haven't even noticed. There is no corporation, and they didn't make it a trust either. All right, I got it open, but that ain't the one I want. That's from the archives. PDF. Now they trying to give me a problem trying to get to the PDF of it. Y'all been using it too daggone much. Y'all been blowing it up. They actually took the what's the name out? I mean, I got the ones from the book, but they ain't the one I was using. But it says, right, to perpetuate the principles of free government, to ensure justice to all, and preserve peace, promote the interests and happiness of the citizens, and to transmit to prosperity the enjoyment of liberty, we, the people of Georgia, relying upon the protection and guidance of Almighty God, do ordain and establish this Constitution, right? So it tells you the opening phrase of what they're doing. And it says, paragraph 1, all government of right originates with the people. So the people are the grantors, and is founded upon their will only. So the will of the people created the trust and instituted solely for the good of the whole. So it just said that the people are also the beneficiaries. And then it goes on and says public officers are the trustees and servants of the people, and at all times amendable to them, right? So that's clearly a trust that was just established in Georgia, right? Now, if you pull up U.S. Constitution PDF, let's take a look at what it says. Because I assure you, it's not a corporation. I know. I ain't never heard this shit before, Jonah. Jonah always tell y'all shit y'all ain't never heard before. It says, we the people of the United States, that means all the different states, in order to form a more perfect union. So they're establishing this for the union of each state to come together. Establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings and liberty of ourselves and our prosperity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. It didn't say United States. It said United States of America, right? And it's all those states coming together is United States of America. They are states united in the continent of America, right? Then it says Article 1, Section 1. All legislative powers herein granted shall be vested in the Congress of the United States, which shall consist of Senate, House of Representatives. So it just told you that United States of America will be controlled. The trustees will be all the different legislative powers of all the states that are united. So once again, this is a trust for United States of America, right? It's a trust to enact United States of America, just like the state did. Where's the corporation at? They incorporated in Delaware before, in other places, Florida. But you tell me exactly when did they have the power to create a corporation by Congress? It never happened. It's a shell game. We've been being told what to do by something that don't exist. We've been told that, public is the corporation, private is the trust. Well, it's a fiction. It's been a lie the whole time. And we've been falling for the lie. Now, for us to learn that, who taught us that? Who taught us that was a bunch of patriot teachers, a bunch of sovereign citizen teachers. The whole patriot community has taught us, the federal government is a corporation. It's been a lie the whole time. That means those people were agents to teach us that, to have us believing we were fighting a corporation. It's crazy. It kind of reminds me of, what is it? What's The Wizard of Oz? There's nothing behind the curtain. The great wizard, it's a hoax. It's a lie. So let me open up the actual call and see if y'all grabbing this info. Do y'all comprehend it? Because it's crazy like that. All right. Got a few hands up. Mario. 7 Mario. Peace to Yahoo. Seven Mario. He might be having a problem with his audio. Trying to give him time. There you go. What's up, my brother? That's crazy, right? Yeah, it's so crazy that I've been 20 years in teaching this information, right? And all this time, I've been teaching y'all wrong, saying it's a corporation, and it's not. It don't exist. We've been defrauded the whole time. We've been defrauded. No wonder United States corporation had immunity from lawsuits. You know, they literally went to Nevada, created a corporation, and then started rocking that corporation like they had authority. I'm kind of flabbergasted. I don't even know what to say. It just goes to show that they put teachers out there to miseducate us, and we never checked behind their teachings, and we just believed it. You know, it's no different than, you know, secure party creditor process, right? Everyone believes that shit. But guess what? The UCC itself doesn't say nothing about that process. And in fact, there's a UCC that says that doing a UCC one is not necessary or effective. And I've been brung that one out. So they literally sent teachers to teach us wrong, bro. Well, here's the thing. It just broke down how the US Attorney General ain't even real either. Yeah. Right. Right. We what we got to do is go by the actual constitutions, like as I've been teaching the whole time. If the Constitution don't say it, it's not real. Do you know that's kind of like I'm kind of telling y'all that all those statute codes, rules, regulations ain't real. Never was. Bullshit. Because the authority behind those codes ain't real. Yo, it's crazy. I want y'all to really contemplate on this shit. Cause wow, it's heavy. It's real heavy. All right, let me get another caller, my brother. Jay Cali. Jay Cali. Peace to Yahoo. Yes. I've seen it in Puerto Rico. So even if it's in Puerto Rico, right? Let's say it is. If it's in Puerto Rico, where's the actual enacting clause? Where is the articles of incorporation? Where's all that stuff to make it a corporation? And then show me the enacting clause that allowed Congress to even enact a federal corporation. In other words, where's the law that says that they could do it? Where who would be high enough that could allow them to enact a corporation? I believe that they tried to say the Pope did it, right? The Pope did it, and that's why the Pope did the modo proto something and said that he dissolved all corporations. Remember? Yes, right. 2012. I'm think we've been in fraud the whole time under the Pope. He the only one who made corporations under religious authority. because it doesn't exist in our laws, our constitutions. I just showed you how the state of Georgia is a trust. I just showed you how United States of America is a trust. See, trust existed way before corporations. And the reason why is anyone could create a trust, right? But corporations is done under some sovereign's authority. Trust is done under the authority of the person making the trust. And see, when you get to United States Constitution, it was the legislators that created the trust called United States of America, which was done because the people of each state gave them permission as the trustees to create the actual state and then the federal government trust. And it says it in the preambles and Title I. So, like I said, we got a lot to think about. We've been defrauded the whole time. Now, what's ill is this same corporation that don't exist created other corporations called the state of, right? Or municipal corporations. Now, we can go to the Organic Act of 1871, and it talks about starting a municipal corporation, right? And those municipal corporations, because the parent company didn't have any authority to exist, they don't have authority to exist either, or to take tax from you or anything else. We've been too dumb to recognize the actual fraud. All of it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Hold on. Since what's name got rid of the banks, there could be no banks in America. All these banks are foreign. They ain't supposed to be here. We've been being defrauded the whole time by the whole system. The whole system is fraud. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, bro. The more I look at it, the more I see it, the more I'm looking like, oh wow. It's crazy. So it was that's the only thing that existed was those constitutions and articles of confederation. Right. That's the only thing that existed. Everything else we've been doing is straw man shit that don't even exist. It's not even written on paper to exist. It's kind of like the IRS, right? IRS system, the whole shit was fraud. Why? Because it's a trust out of Puerto Rico. It never had authority to be here. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Uh, someone said, I hate to say it, but the scooter gang been said them codes was fugazi. See, let's say if the scooter gang did say it, they couldn't prove it like I just did, right? They can't prove it by the actual law, the con. You may be saying something correct, but without proof, you ain't saying shit. It's a maximum law. Anything you say must be in writing. I gave you the writings to prove that there's no corporations. I'm saying there is no corporations. So their corporate acts are fake, right? Now, it's funny because the scooter gang is the main ones that was using codes when they were in court. Every last one of them used the code. So, what are you trying to say, my brother? All right, Joshua, peace to Yahweh. Peace. Testimony time. Give it to us. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Right. Oh, that's because they couldn't answer them laws that you had in there. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Truth, lies can't handle the truth. They can't handle you using their words against them, right? Yes, sir, man. Well, congrats, man. Keep up the good work, man. Yes, you can. Chaka said, make sure you get the judgment in writing. Go back and get your where it was dismissed in writing. Because you're gonna need that when you go to school. It means that they had no way of beating. Yes, they had no way of beating you. Oh, it's easy. If I know I'm supposed to fight someone, but I can't beat them, I can't win, I don't want to fight no more. Exactly. Start that suit against them. Make sure you got the dismissal and you go after them to with the proof that they didn't have a case. They didn't want to fight. All right, peace, my brother. Peace. Harvey Bay, peace to you. Yes. Man, that shit eye-opening and disappointing and all at the same time. But check it. As the article I read to you said, that is for Fair Debt Collections Act. That's not a law that can be used to say that it's a corporation. It's not an enactment clause. You see what I'm saying? So just because they put it there don't mean shit. Where is the formal writing, just like the Constitution that enacted that corporation? It don't exist. They gave you a definition. They didn't even give us a law. They gave us a definition in 28 USC 3002. Man, I guess they were smarter than us. They were smarter than us, but we catching up. Right. Someone who works for them, someone who works for them got to tell. Yes. It's crazy. Well, thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. All right, then. Yaru Messiah Bey. Peace to Yahweh. Someone need to mute out. Bro, we don't want to hear the bathroom, Phoenix. Go ahead, bro. Yeah, man, that cold. I hate colds in the summer. They the worst. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, the thing is, I'm detoxing so much. Right now, I'm on basically a fruit fast with berries and stuff, right? And what's happening also is that I'm also cleaning my lymph nodes, right? So the cold could have came from the simple fact that I'm cleaning out the lymph nodes. You know what I mean? That all of that drainage. So, but I got to do it because I tell you, boy, the body looking right, the six pack is there. It's getting more and more defined. I'm working out every day. I'm feeling good, but last week, boy, I couldn't because I was coughing so much that all y'all would have heard was a whole show of coughs. I'm talking about I was coughing about 10 different times a minute. Yeah, so thank you, my brother. I appreciate the good tidings. Hmm. There's no contract. So it's no contract for this so-called corporation called the United States. And it definitely ain't no contract for them to interact with us. And it's a foreign corporation. Yes. You probably want to catch it on in the archives on Shaka's um what the fuck is it called? Damn. Patreon. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Patreon. Shaka's Patreon. Because it's on Instagram and it's on TikTok. But TikTok, I think it takes it down after a day or two. And Instagram, I don't know. And YouTube only got a portion of it. Normally it's only 15 minutes. And then they shut the show. So to make sure you get a full show, yeah, go to the Patreon and you get this go-to meeting recording. All right. Yeah, you can just text it now with the order number. No doubt. Ja Rule to damage you. Peace. Yo, how the show is over at 8? Y'all just started putting your hands up. Cody Alim. Peace to Yahoo. Okay, good questions. When they wrote the Bill of Rights, right? It was against King George, and they were saying that they had inalienable rights that God gave them, and he couldn't break their rights, right? So they enumerated them, right? And then through the Bill of Rights saying that he did them wrong, they were then able to write the Articles of Confederation and form their own union with acknowledgement under the Moorish Empire. The Moors allowed them to come up under their dominion and start their own. Yes. And what they did was get us away from all those documents, and somehow we were operating under statute codes and rules and regulations under a municipal corporation that don't even exist. Well, I've always told y'all use the Constitution of the Republic. And if they don't want to act right, then tell the federal government to step in on your behalf because that's its job, is to make them follow the Constitution. It's been a war. It's been a mental war, and we lost just because we weren't smart enough. But it's okay. We waking up now. All right. Indigenous Overwatch. Peace to Yahoo. Me neither. Yo, this shit is simplistic and heavy. Now, I've been holding it for weeks now. For weeks now. For about 2 months. And I was like, man, I don't know how to tell them this shit. This shit fucked up. And I was like, man, I'm just going to tell them. I'm just going to tell them. All our teachers been lying to us, man. I was the closest to teaching y'all 100% correct when I was teaching y'all from the state's constitutions. And maybe that's why I was the only one to be getting y'all remedy. Paperwork. Well, when we use it, it's gonna probably be something like an injunction, like I did with the tax injunction. Remember, I cut through all the lies of taxes by using the Articles of Confederation, the Articles of Association, United States Constitution, and Georgia's Constitution, and said, yo, taxes are unconstitutional because it's slavery. And slavery didn't exist in the United States of America, ever. So it's going to be something on those lines. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is proper for an injunction saying, oh, I'm tired of playing y'all's game. Y'all don't even exist. uh, what you mean? I got on a regular wife beater. This is an actual summer blazer with the pants that match and all that. This is one of them summer. Nah, straight blazer, B. I be blazing, trailblazing. You know what I mean? Thank you, my brother. Peace. Phoenix. Peace to Yahoo. All right. No more questions. Hands up. We out of here. We over time anyway. I hope y'all enjoyed the I know it was muted. Nah, DB, you never even had your hand up, so it didn't matter. Oh, Afur, what up? What up? Oh, Afur, what up? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I thought it made them bastards. Okay. Yeah, you had to go to the wife's family and say you wanted to take care. You were taking the daughter away from the father and telling the father he didn't have no more. You were going to take on that responsibility. The father would give him a dowry, and that's how it would go. Facts. 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 All right. So that's our show for today. I hope y'all enjoyed it. We up out of here. Peace to y'all.